Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. Diplomacy is the art of saying nice dog until you can find a rock. Human civilization is built on little lies. We lie to be polite. We lie to avoid conflict. We say, it's a pleasure to meet you, when we actually mean, I want to go home and watch Netflix. We call this tact. But to a species that communicates via direct neural link, there is no difference between a thought and a word. To them, tact is just deception. Today's story is about the disastrous first contact with the Veritax ascendancy. They brought a gift, the universal truth matrix. A device that translates not just your language but your intent. They thought it would foster understanding. Instead, it accidentally started an interstellar war because a human ambassador tried to be polite to an alien queen who looked like a spider. If you have ever smiled at someone you secretly couldn't stand, smash that like button. You are a diplomat. And if you want to see the moment humanity realized that honesty is definitely not the best policy, subscribe and ring the bell. Translation matrix active. Filters disabled. The Veritax flagship, the Eye of Clarity, hovered over the United Nations in Geneva. It was a geometric marvel, a perfect sphere of polished obsidian that reflected the world below without distortion. The Veritax valued truth above all else. In their culture, lying was a physical impossibility. Their brains were linked. To think a lie was to scream a dissonance. They assumed all intelligent life operated the same way. Ambassador Robert Bob Vance stood in the UN Great Hall. He was chosen for his charm, his smile, and his ability to schmooze. He was the best liar in the State Department. "Check my tie," Bob whispered to his aide. "Do I look trustworthy?" "You look great, sir. Just remember the talking points. Trade. Friendship. Got it? Smile and wave." The Veritax delegation teleported into the room. They were unsettling. 7 feet tall. 4 legs. Multiple eyes. They looked like a cross between a praying mantis and a chandelier, covered in crystalline armor. The leader, High Speaker Xyloth, stepped forward. Beside him floated a silver orb, the Truth Matrix. "Greetings," Xyloth clicked. The orb vibrated and a perfect, synthetic voice echoed in the room. "We greet you in the open light of reality. We bring the gift of understanding." Bob stepped up to the podium. He flashed his $1,000,000 smile. "High Speaker," Bob began. "It is a profound honor to welcome you to Earth. Your arrival is the greatest day in human history." Bob paused, waiting for the applause. The Truth Matrix hummed. It scanned Bob's neural pathways. It analyzed his micro-expressions. It cross-referenced his cortisol levels. Then it translated. "The mammal says, I am terrified. You look like a nightmare insect. I hope this meeting ends before lunch because I am hungry." The room went dead silent. Bob froze. "Excuse me?" Xyloth tilted his head. "You are hungry? We have interrupted your feeding cycle? That is inefficient but honest. Proceed." Bob sweat. No. I mean, the machine. It mistranslated. "The Matrix does not make mistakes," Xyloth stated. "It translates the soul. Continue." Bob swallowed hard. "Okay. The machine reads minds. Or at least subtext." He had to focus. He had to think pure thoughts. "We admire the Veritax culture," Bob said, straining his brain to think about puppies and rainbows. "Your technology is impressive." The Matrix hummed. Translation: "We are jealous of your ships. We want to steal your engine so we can bomb our neighbors. Also, why do you have so many eyes? It is gross." A gasp rippled through the Veritax delegation. "Gross?" Xyloth asked, his crystals glowing red. "You find our biology repulsive? Yet your mouth smiled. Why does your face contradict your mind?" "I didn't mean that," Bob shouted, panicking. "It's just subconscious noise. Intrusive thoughts. I love your eyes. They are sparkly." The Matrix. Translation: "Please don't kill me. I am lying to save my skin. I actually think you look like a giant bug that needs to be squashed." "Enough," Xyloth roared. "Deception. Perfidy. The humans are a race of two-faced snakes. Their mouths drip with honey while their minds scream insults." The Veritax guards raised their weapons. "Wait," Bob yelled. "It's not malice. It's politeness. We shield the truth to protect feelings." "Feelings?" Xyloth scoffed. "Truth is the only feeling. You insult our queen. You insult our honor. We cannot ally with liars. We will purge this planet of its deceit." The negotiations broke down instantly. The Veritax fleet powered up its weapons. They declared Earth a zone of untruth, and prepared for orbital bombardment. Humanity had 24 hours to prove we weren't monsters. The UN convened an emergency session. "We can't send diplomats," the Secretary General said, heads in hands. "Diplomats are trained to lie. The machine catches them every time. We need someone who means what they say," a general suggested. "A soldier?" "No, soldiers are disciplined. They repress their fear. The machine reads repression as deception." "Then who?" "We need someone with no filter," the secretary realized. "Someone who speaks their mind no matter how offensive, rude, or brutal the truth is. Someone who genuinely doesn't care what people think." They found Harold. Harold was 82 years old. He lived in the Bronx. He had been retired for 20 years. He spent his days sitting on his porch, yelling at pigeons and complaining about the weather. Harold hated everyone equally. "You want me to talk to the space bugs?" Harold asked, chewing on a cigar. "Yes, Harold. Just be yourself." "Fine. But I'm missing Judge Judy for this. You owe me." They teleported Harold to the Veritax ship. The high speaker looked down at the small, grumpy old man in a stained cardigan. "Another liar?" Xyloth asked. "Listen here, you oversized cricket," Harold barked, pointing a finger. "I don't want to be here. You smell like ozone and burnt toast. And your ship is too cold. Turn up the thermostat." The truth matrix hummed. Translation: "I do not want to be here. You smell like ozone and burnt toast. Your ship is too cold. Turn up the thermostat." Xyloth paused. The translation was identical. He speaks the true tongue," Xyloth whispered. "His words match his mind perfectly." "Yeah, I'm speaking," Harold grumbled. "Are you deaf? I said it's cold. And you guys are ugly. You ain't got no faces. How do you eat? Do you absorb it through your feet? That's weird." The Matrix, translation: "It is cold. You are physically unappealing. You lack facial features. Your digestion method is strange." Xyloth's eyes glowed blue, the color of respect. "Honesty," Xyloth said. "Brutal, unfiltered honesty. You do not hide your disgust. You wear it like armor." "I don't hide nothing," Harold said. "I think you're invading us because you got nothing better to do. You're bullies. You got big guns so you think you're tough. But you're just insecure because you look like chandeliers." The Matrix translated. Every word. The Veritax court gasped. No one had ever spoken to the high speaker like this. Xyloth looked at Harold. Then he laughed. A clicking, chittering sound. "Finally," Xyloth boomed. "A human with a spine. A human who does not coat his words in sugar. You think we are ugly?" "Hideous," Harold confirmed. "And you think we are bullies?" "Big time." "Excellent." Xyloth clapped his 4 hands. "I respect you, Elder Harold. You are a warrior of truth. We can negotiate with you. We can trust you." "Good," Harold said. "Now get off my lawn. Or my planet. Whatever. Just leave. You're blocking the sun and it's bad for my tomatoes." The Matrix, translation: "Leave my territory. You are obstructing solar radiation required for agriculture." "Agreed," Xyloth bowed. "We shall depart. We will not destroy Earth. A species capable of producing one such truthsayer deserves to exist." The Veritax fleet left. Harold was flown back to the Bronx. The UN offered him a medal. He told them to shove it and asked for a new lawn chair instead. He got the chair. And a lifetime supply of cigars. Humanity learned a valuable lesson. The aliens didn't want politeness. They wanted authenticity. But since most of us are incapable of being authentic without getting fired or arrested, we decided to never talk to the Veritax again. We designated Harold as the planetary voice. If the aliens ever call back, the phone routes directly to a porch in the Bronx. "Yeah, what do you want?" Harold answers. "You're still ugly. Goodbye." And the peace is maintained. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. We teach our kids that lying is bad, but society depends on it. If you think Harold is the hero we deserve, smash that like button. Comment below. If a machine broadcasted your thoughts, how long would you keep your job? Subscribe. And remember, if you can't say something nice, you might just save the world. Signal ends.